EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Los Angeles Rams.
Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Benson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. We'll get a couple, and that's it. You talk about this Rams defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is...
Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Chris Barnes.
Nice pass. Intercepted. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Yellow, 22. Hut.
Off the play fake. Trout. Pass complete there to McCool. He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
That's good.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
45. White. Set. Hut.
Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Ready?
Operating from the gun, Trout. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Murray now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. You talk about this Rams defense. Well, they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
On play action, it's Murray. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Black 40.
Throwing to start the drive. Trout. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Now a 2nd and 10.
Come on. Set. Cowboy 80.
Looking to throw. Martin. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Jordan Birch. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
52 blue.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense. Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. This defense for the Rams, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's really good play design right there, and it's one that comes down to the offensive line. It's a deep in route, but it's only going to work if that line gives you time in the pocket to wait for the route to develop. Mission accomplished there as they pick up the 1st down.
Murray going to throw. That'll be caught by Parker. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
This 2nd and 4. Shotgun now from Murray. That ball caught by Harrison. Touchdown! Marvin Harrison Jr. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cards are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Christian McCaffrey, 70 yards. And the Rams are once again back in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7.
Score, Rams 10, Cardinals 7. Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point, because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
2nd down and 8. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Murray. And that is incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Rams are going offense here with the 1st and 10.
23-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Let's go now.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that.
So So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
Set, ready. 60 red. 60 red. Hut.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Operating from the gun. Trout. That's caught. It's 2-2 Atwell. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. 2-2 Atwell. 28 yards. And the Rams are able to add on to that lead. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. The first carry now. This is Williams. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
After 17-7 the score on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
And I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Murray now. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40%.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a 1st down. A big pickup there. 20 yards as they convert on 4th. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to, whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now Murray again. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Rams are going to have it here just past the 25. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up.
Touchdown! Two that round. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
24, Cardinals 7. Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, of course, in the quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. On first down, right back to Benson. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. They get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now Murray off play action. It gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now, because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up first and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now.
That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Touchdown,
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Now Ryland for the PAT. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
Cardinals 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Ready.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that 1-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes, it's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
52.
2nd and 4. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Puka Nakua, 57 yards. And the Rams are able to extend their lead. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. To throw, it's Murray. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Now a pitch out to Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing now is Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Benson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. To throw is Murray. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. So 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
Kyler going to give this to Benson. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
Yeah, what up?
Some confidence, some
I see y'all lurking.
and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And that is
What's up, people?
incomplete. So another
Drop in.
incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Dirty Bear, Midgie,
A little bit of credit to the
Tommy.
defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused.
Youngry.
Complete
I
passes.
guess that's how you say it. See that you're the new Miami guy. And R2C, what up?
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football, and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts,
It's a gain of 21
as it'll come with
yards.
36 ticks to
And the
go in
Rams,
half number 1.
first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard
Here we go.
line.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Here we go. Set. 50. Green. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let
Can't
it
you open
go.
now?
And now it's 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. He's got his target. That's complete.
Yeah, lucky.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Back to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
This could be a stand for this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's 2nd and
I'm
10.
going to drop a run in there.
Ready. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA
I didn't think the clock would accelerate.
The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Yellow.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Red 38. Hut, hut.
They'll run on first down. Lake. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Set, ready. Black, 95. Ready, ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Puka Nacua with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Cardinals 17. Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Come on.
Murray now to throw. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 more on that one and another first down. Here's Murray. Open man here is Benson. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Rams are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And it works his way across the 30 to the 32.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had a coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Down. Block 40. Hut.
Again, they run again. It's McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
10 black.
From the gun on 3rd down. Trout. And that will be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 10. On the handoff, Benson running right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Murray going to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Rams are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going to pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 49-yard line.
Here we go, set. 45, White, ready?
Operating from the gun, Trout. That's complete to the tight end, Terrence Ferguson. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
Coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
From the gun on 3rd down, Trout. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here we go. 50, green. Set.
Now on first down, he'll drop the throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Let's go now. 52 blue. Ready.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals 16. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard
I've been a
line.
quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would try to run through the entire defense if he meant reaching that marker.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Down. Yellow. 43. Hut.
And they'll try to run the option here. And a tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Ready.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He'll try to pick it up himself. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to the
lead.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Now Murray. And the Rams got it. They bring it down. That last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. Third and long. They'll set up a throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey McBride with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals are able to cut into that deficit. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
I think it might be a little bit of defense.
He's got it. So they convert the 2 that keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The LA offense offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A 7-yard pickup.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 3.
At the 30-yard
Come
line.
on, Smith, red. Set.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Third down and 4.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Pass to the sideline and put it in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Ready up.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
10. Hut.
A give running left. It's McCaffrey. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
37-yard line.
Ready, ready. 60 red. Hut.
Up the middle they go. Lake. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7.
Down. 50. Green. Ready, ready.
McCaffrey on the counter. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Operating from the gun. Trout. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 24-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Yellow. 40.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Here we go. Set.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here. Now, hold on a second. Why would they decline that? Charles.
I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards. Minimum.
You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down you just had.
I like that. I like that little extra on top of the whole thing. This makes 0 sense.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
45. White.
2 from the West.
Ready.
The D can only stop it 1 more time as they take the knee.
Well, let me fool you. He's in that Brentwood Rich area.
The D can only stop it 1 more time as they take the knee. send out the field goal team here. This to make it a 3-score game late. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Ready up. Here we go. Here we go. Set.
On 4th down, Trout. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. He's still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So it's the Rams here that take home the W. And it was their quarterback who led the way, Charles. Pretty impressive play for a rookie.
Yeah, we really saw a quarterback at the top of his game, didn't we? That was a masterful
You hear that? He's
performance.
pissing on you.
5 touchdown passes, and I'll let you know a little secret, partner. I think it could have been more.
So for L.A., they leveled their mark at 4-4 on the year.
You didn't
and they'll
mute
be able to
him.
enjoy this
Went
one
to go
through the
take a
bye week
piss.
before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Arizona, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Blame T-Scott.
Don't blame me. I'm trying to play tonight.
Let's try to play Thursday.